Hello, everyone. So, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, has once again demonstrated a kind of cultural influence that few public figures can match. When she stepped out at the Alliance for Children's Rights event in Berlin Hill, it wasn't just her presence that drew attention. It was the effortless elegance of her look and the immediate, almost electric reaction it sparked. Within hours, the dress she wore reportedly priced around $3,500 had completely sold out. Not days later, not after marketing push, overnight, it was a moment that perfectly captured what has become known as Meghan effect, a phenomenon that continues to redefine the relationship between celebrity, style, and consumer behavior. There was nothing loud or overly extravagant about her outfit. Instead, Meghan leaned into a signature aesthetic, redefined, modern, and quietly powerful. The dress struck a balance between simplification and accessibility, tailored to flatter without appearing forced. It reflected a woman who understands her image but doesn't rely on spectacle to command attention. And that is preciously where her influence lies. Meghan doesn't chase trend, she sets them by simply being consistent with her identity. The Alliance for Children's Rights event itself was deeply meaningful, center on advocacy for vulnerable children and family. So Meghan's appearance wasn't about fashion alone. It was about aligning her presence with purpose, yet even with such a serious and compassionate setting. Her style became part of the conversation. This duality is something she has mastered over time. She can step into a space of advocacy, philanthropy, and leadership while still inspiring global audience through something as universal as clothing. So what makes the rapid sellout of her dress so fascinating is that it is not an isolated incident. Time and again, items worn by Meghan, whether high-end designer pieces or more affordable brand, disappear from the shelf almost instantly. It speaks to a level of trust and admiration that goes beyond simple celebrity fascination. Meghan aren't just buying what she wears, they are buying into what she represents: confidence, independence, and a modern interpretation of grace. There's also an authenticity to Meghan's fashion choices that resonates strongly with the audience. She doesn't appear to be dressing for approval or to meet rigid expectations. Instead, her wardrobe feels intentionally yet natural, polished but never overproduced. That authenticity is rare in a world where many public figures rely heavily on stylish and curated personas. So with Meghan, there's a sense that what you see in a genie extension of who she is and what makes her influence more powerful and far more powerful. The speed at which her dress sold out highlights something else as well: the changing dynamic of influence in the digital age. Social media amplify every appearance, every photography, every detail. So within minutes, image from the event were circulating globally with fashion, authenticity, and fans eager to identify and purchase the exact look. So brands are well aware of this ripple effect, and for designers, having Meghan wear a piece is often more impactful than any advertising campaign. It's organic, immediate, and global. But beyond the commercial success, there's a deeper narrative at play. So Meghan's style evolution has mirrored her personal journey from actress to royal figure, and now to her independent public voice navigating her own path. So each phase has brought a subtle shift in how she represents herself. Yet the core remained unchanged: understated elegance with modern edge. At the Alliance for Children's Rights event, that evolution was on full display. She looked not just stylish but self-assured, grounded, and entirely in control of her narrative. There's also something refreshing about the way Meghan uses fashion as a form of communication rather than mere decoration. So her choices often reflect the tone of the event, the message she wants to support, and the image she wishes to project. So at an event focused on children's rights, her look was polished yet approachable, sophisticated without being intimidating. So it allowed the cause to remain at the forefront while still capturing attention in a way, that amplified the overall impact. So critics are vocationally try to downplay the significance of Meghan effect, but moments like this make it impossible to ignore. Selling out $3,500 dress overnight isn't just about popularity. It's about influence, relevance, and the ability to connect with people across different backgrounds. It shows that Meghan occupies a unique space where fashion, advocacy, and public perception intersect seamlessly. So what's remarkable is that her influence doesn't seem to be fading. It's growing stronger in an era where public attention is fleeting and trends come and go at lightning speed. So Meghan has maintained a constant presence that feels both current and enduring. She doesn't need constant reinvention to stay relevant. Instead, she builds on a foundation of authenticity, purpose, and quiet confidence. At the Bell Hill appearance serves as yet another reminder that Meghan's impact goes far beyond headline. Whether she's supporting charitable causes, building an independent venture, or simply stepping out in a thoughtful choice outfit, she continues to shape conversation in a separate but powerful way. So the sold-out dress becomes more than just a fashion story. It becomes a symbol of her enduring connection with the public. And perhaps that is the most compelling part of it all. Meghan's influence isn't driven by spectacle or controversy alone. So it's sustained by a genuine resonance with people who see something of themselves in a journey. When she wears something, it carries meaning, intention, and sense of identity that others want to be part of. That is not something that can be manufactured or replicated easily. So when $3,500 dresses sell out overnight, it's not just a headline. It's a reflection of a large cultural moment. It's about the power of presence, the impact of authenticity, and the enduring appeal of a woman who continues to navigate her path on her own terms. So Meghan isn't just wearing fashion. She's shaping it one appearance at a time, and the world is clearly still watching. Ultimately, moments like this reinforce a simple but powerful truth. Meghan's influence is not accidental. It's the result of carefully balanced blend of authenticity, purpose, and presence. The dress may have sold out in a single night, but what truly endures is impression she leaves behind, one that continues to inspire admiration, spark conversation, and quietly redefine what modern influence looks like in a world that is always watching. Thank you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.